Stamping Friends. Marilyn Wagner here with Stamping Creations with Marilyn. Today I'd like to share with you a card I made using a color wash. And as you can see from these two samples and this one, partially finished, they never come out the same. They're always different. And I love this technique for that reason. When we did it in class, the gals were very receptive, really liked the card, and we came up with a lot of different color combinations we could use and know that it would look spectacular using blues and greens, pinks and yellows, and these particular colors that I shared with them, the Pumpkin Pie, Melon Mambo, and Daffodil Delight. So when they came to class, the first thing we did was to do the stamping for this because it had to dry. It's done on Shimmer White cardstock, and I'm not sure if you can see the shimmer in that. I'll try and tilt it different angles. Very subtle. Same on both sides, so you could stamp on either. And this was the background that I demonstrated for them. And then once it's dry, we used, as you can see on these, we use stamps from this stamp set that is on page 25 called High Tide. So we used the Lighthouse, these birds, and whatever saying they wanted, and a bit of the grass at the bottom. So I'd like to share with you how I did this. I did find a number of videos on it and patterned it after one of them. Sorry, can't remember whose it was, but quite a simple technique. Just using your glass block, put the ink on however much you like, and I started with the Pumpkin Pie, then that one, then the yellow, and because it's fairly light, I did just put it on the other half of the block. You can see that. Maybe if I put the white behind it, you can see it better. Yeah. Pumpkin Pie, the yellow, and then I wanted just a bit of pink across the top. And then what my favorite video called for was to spritz it with one of our spritzers with just water to cause it to run. That particular video said to spritz it from arm's length. I can't aim that well, so I wouldn't have hit the block at all if I tried that. So I did mine closer like that. Whoops, it's dripping everywhere. And just kind of ran it around the block so that it was wet. And then, without a lot of fanciness or anything, I did stamp it. And as you can see, it runs all over to give you that watercolor wash background. I don't have to leave it on for long. Once you take your block off, if you do want to tidy up edges, move the paint a little bit, the ink, paint, whatever you want to call it. I had one gal in class that liked this white. If you can see that, maybe I should move it up. There was a bit of white in here. She liked that on hers, so she had a white piece coming through it. And then when she finished her stamping on it, it looked gorgeous. It looked like the sun was just around that area. So, like I said, none of them are going to be the same. Once this is stamped, we do have to let it dry. So I'm not going to make you sit here and watch paint dry. However, as you can see, I like to do more than one when I do these, and they're all different. They will change a little bit in color as they dry. Another technique that I found when I was searching for these videos was you can do it by using your re-inkers and putting drops of ink on your glass block, spreading it around with a paintbrush. Q-tip, I imagine, would work. And that way, once I did that, I did try one of those, and this is what it turned out like. This part was just the re-inkers. This part was after I used the brush to spread it around. I was not as pleased with that as I am with something like this. So just keep working at it. Enjoy what you do with it, because it's lots of fun and you can get lots of different different results from this technique. And as I said before, just try different colors and different stamp sets with it, and you'll have lots of fun in your creating. Pumpkin pie, not paper pumpkin, with the black attached. The white that we're using will go on next after I've stamped it with the basic black in whatever pieces I want on it. And then as a finishing touch, because this one does have a lighthouse, I did add rhinestones for the light. And one of the comments was, it was a masculine card class, one comment was, I would never think of putting rhinestones on a masculine card, but it looks very nice. So enjoy.